Japanese and English, and together it's
Japanglish. What?
Planese.
that could work too, but Japanglish.
Let's go on an adventure together. See the beauty of Japan and all the places we have planned. In the faces that you never knew were waiting for you. Late night to sunrise, we'll stay by your side and make your memories everlasting.
Welcome back to another episode of Japan Travel and Friends podcast. Yay!
Welcome back, guys.
So Japan Travel is a media and tourism company whose goal is and always will be to connect Japan to the
World.
world. And
Welcome
that's
back.
exactly what we'll be doing here at Japan Travel and Friends. So we'll talk about lots of interesting topics and share some tips with you guys. If you want to know a certain topic, certain tips, then just comment in the section below.
Right
And
there.
don't forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned for future episodes.
Yes, and
What?
right? Share, spread the word. And you know why? We talked about this, but you know why? You know
Why?
right? Because what we're trying to do here, and what Japan Travel is trying to do, is to connect
Japan.
to the world. Yes.
Exactly. And we have a big surprise for you guys today.
Oh my God,
You know
yeah.
what it is?
Yes.
Oh, you do.
I do.
So what is it?
I can see it. I can see the surprise. It's
Our
waiting.
dear friend Luca is back from Sorrento,
Sorrento.
Italy. Welcome back, Luca.
Hey.
How's everybody?
How are you?
Oh, good. I don't know when you said big surprise if now you should refer to my size or because in Italy I've been eating and eating.
Oh my God,
And
yeah.
the
No.
kilos have been gained.
Right.
But I won't reveal how many. Anyway.
So jealous of all the pizzas and pasta.
Yeah, there's been a big amount of restaurants during my stay there that I stayed at and
Oh yeah.
visiting relative friends.
Nice.
Well, it's been cool and good to
So
be back in
jealous.
Japan.
You look good. You don't look.
Ah, thanks.
Like
I
any-
did have some quarantine time.
Oh yeah, right.
And I did have as well the flight in between, so I think I kind of balanced the
Well,
You're well rested.
yeah, very
Nice,
well
nice.
rested.
yeah, no. JT Studios certainly missed you, right?
Yeah, we missed
did.
Yeah, I feel it's been forever, but it's good to be
Yeah.
back. Very excited.
And I feel like you're bringing a kind of Western wave with you, if you know what I'm talking about.
So basically, I was thinking in the plane, what should we talk about?
For your comeback.
Yeah, and once you get out of a place, this is also the point of travel. You know, Japan travel, we also deal with these kind of things. But travel, it allows you to get out of your comfort zone first, but
That's
also
true.
get out of your routine, daily routine in your everyday life. So you kind of travel twice. First, you go to the place where you travel to, but then you also kind of have a smaller travel when you go back home, I feel.
Yeah.
That's how I felt when I came back to Japan. Because like my brain had readjusted, like now it was in Italy mode. And then I went back to Japan and it was still in Italy mode for a few days. Example, I go back home and I noticed that everything in my house got much smaller.
Classic.
Like the table was much lower, the kind of the windows, everything it's smaller, and honestly I don't fit that well. Like if I need to enter my toilet, the toilet of my house, I need to lower my head. I
Oh,
pumping,
really?
yeah.
Like a reverse culture shock.
Yeah, which I kind of had forgot because I was there for like 3 years in Japan, and then so I kind of got used to it and absorbed into me. But once I got out and in again, it reset.
Yeah, right.
That's how I felt.
Yeah, right,
So
right.
also I noticed one prominent feature of Japan, which is the kind of way Japan absorbed many different Western aspects,
Oh, yeah.
and it turned into Japanese one. Example. For example, we have the Japanese Italian restaurant.
Oh.
where there is Italian food, but it has been kind of organized into a Japanese way. So
Yeah.
the names are pretty much similar, not even all the time, but they are a completely different type of food.
You're talking about those spaghetti, Japanese spaghetti.
Yeah,
type places?
chains or the
Yeah.
sweets, for example. There is this
Yeah.
maritozzo mania that we had in the last year or so. And in Italy, nobody even knows what's maritozzo.
Oh, so it's
Oh,
not just me.
really?
Yeah, so I was, so it's not just
I
me.
confirm now. I went back and I was looking for it, and I could only find
doesn't exist.
in Rome, but it's not
Oh,
even
let me look it
everywhere.
up.
It's not, I think it's from Rome actually, and I could only find it in Rome, but it's not even that easy to find.
Yes, Google Sun is saying the maritozzo is from Rome. Yeah.
While if you go to Japan, you find now it's declining a bit, but around 1 year ago, you could find it everywhere in every flavor and every single.
Every convenience has a maritozzo, right?
Yeah.
I don't even know what it is.
I can proudly say I never tried one in Japan.
It's like a sandwich with a lot of cream inside.
That's it.
You know what I mean?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
They're
very
pretty good.
popular here now.
Yeah, absolutely.
So yeah, this was the topic of the day, pretty much. The
Yeah.
westernized Japanese different parts of culture or life of the
Yeah.
everyday life. There are so many things. The list is very long. We will try to keep it short to a few topics.
So the most,
Just to
hottest
give
ones.
a little in kind of introduction overview of how this is so distinct of Japan. I would say first of all, the main thing is that Japan was isolated for over 250 years. So basically, they didn't have any relation with outside countries, very, very minimal, and they had their own culture. This is why also Japan is so different, right?
Right.
Like
Yeah.
from other countries, and it's so interesting to other people because they have this contrast between modern and tradition.
Yeah.
right.
And so at some point they just opened the country in this period called Meiji Restoration under the Emperor Meiji. And so they put in all the modern things. But they made it in a way that it was so abrupt that they could keep both.
Yeah.
And so it wasn't a gradual thing that, because to be honest, every country has been influenced by other countries.
Yeah.
That's true.
Like we all have products which come from other country, other way of clothing, food, things. But
Yeah.
it happened very gradually. It happened very gradually. While in Japan, it happened from day to night, and also it found the match of Japanese culture, which is very different. So basically, create this chemical reaction, and now we have all these very interesting Japanized. I don't know if it's a word. Things.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
I don't know where
that's
to
true.
start. We can start with, for example, the fruit, which, by the way, we have a little thing today for you guys later on.
Ooh, final surprise, so you might want to stay tuned until the
So
end.
fruit, in most of the world, it's something easily accessible, inexpensive for everybody to enjoy. But in Japan, it's a luxury product. Most of the fruits, not all of it, which is given on special occasions as a special gift. And one of the reasons is that most of the fruit, it wasn't in Japan. It was not growing in Japan, but it came from outside. And also another reason is that in Japan there is very, very little available space for harvesting these fruits. It's a very, very hilly and rugged terrain in Japan. So the few flat fields, it's either rice, either cities, or that's it pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's true.
So yeah,
Yeah,
this is kind of the
Yeah.
interesting thing makes fruit a luxury product here.
Oh yeah,
Some
right.
of them are so expensive.
Oh, it's, speaking of which, that's what the surprise is about. But
Oh.
yeah, no, and I was gonna say, because like fruit is very expensive, right? And I was just gonna bring up one example of, actually I read this recently,
Yeah.
where in Hokkaido at a wholesale market auction they
Yeah.
sold a pair of melons called the Yubari King, I
yeah.
believe, for 500 man yen, which is like $50,000. Let that sink in.
So talking about Yubari now, just a fun fact. If you look for Yubari mascot,
Yeah.
it's a bear in the shape of a melon.
Oh, there you
And I
go.
think it's the most scary mascot of Japan. If one day we have a mascot episode,
We'll bring it in.
because there's thousands of them. Every city has one, every product has one. This one is one of the scariest mascots. It really gives me nightmares. That's why I'm talking about it, because I'm kind of always
gives you
afraid
nightmares?
about
Maybe
It's
that's
scary, really.
that's how they call the Yubari King. It's so expensive. Because like so fruit, right? So like you might be wondering why it's so expensive, and it's because there's this kind of custom in Japan to give gifts, right? Gifts giving is something that they do with fruit as well.
Yeah.
They have a lot of like all these cute packages and
Oh, yeah,
very
the
expensive
packages, hilarious.
apples, like $20 apples and stuff like that. $50, grapes and things like that.
Normally, they would put it in a wooden box. I would
Right,
say.
right,
There's a
right.
wooden box, and then there is like 3 or 4 layers of protection.
Yeah, that's
Different-
true.
Yeah, and it's funny because so I was reading about this, right? And apparently they, in the past, especially melons and tangerines, okay, they were given to the shoguns by the aristocratic warriors as a gift, as a sign of respect. And so I guess that kind of tradition
Yeah.
Sticks.
is still, still being
Nice.
practiced.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Before
But
we
we
move
have-
on the next
yeah.
thing, just disclaimer, because I already see the comments. Yeah, but it's not true. Some fruits, it's kind of inexpensive. It's cheap to buy. It is. Yes, you guys are right.
But
Depends.
bananas.
But we're
Yeah.
talking about very high-end top exclusive fruit, which I don't think exists in other countries.
$50,000 melons. That's what we're talking
You
about.
can still buy a banana for less than $1. That's still doable in Japan. It's not that those who only eat fruits or those who eat fruits every day, they're gonna starve in Japan. You're gonna find certain type of fruit, but it's kind of limited choice. To be honest, my diet now, it's on fruits. It's only banana, kiwi, and if I'm lucky, maybe strawberries
Mandarins?
once a week, but the
Yeah.
very low quality one.
Yeah. Some of the strawberries are so expensive.
Yeah, like
and
the
they
all
have white
white.
ones
Yeah.
too.
But they
Yeah.
smell
And-
so good, right?
And so big.
Yeah,
Like
they're
some
huge.
fruits
Like
I
this.
can never eat in Japan. Like if I wanna have peach, like nice peach, forget about it.
You mean 'cause, like, it's expensive?
$5 peach
Ah,
or
yeah.
something like that.
Yeah, and a lot of fruit, right? I think you mentioned it. A lot of fruit was brought to Japan from abroad.
Yeah.
So, like, that's also why
Only
it's kind of
recently,
popular.
yeah.
Yeah, and they have a lot of. I did one a few months ago. A lot of fruit picking, like tourist activities in Japan, right?
Oh, those are fun.
Yeah, very fun. But it's a common kind of sort of touristy thing to do.
Yeah, if you want to eat a lot of fruit, you should go on those tours.
Yeah,
I do to have strawberries or grapes.
strawberry picking.
Yeah.
Oh, that
Yeah,
smells
there's
so
a lot
good.
of places nearby Tokyo actually.
Yeah.
Like Tochi, Gunma, the mountainous area north of Tokyo. If you guys ever are around
Yeah.
in the season, which is I think in the summer, like the beginning of the summer, that's the best season to do this kind of thing.
Yeah, totally. But yeah, so fruit is one example, right? And I was gonna say that like probably the heaviest influence that Japan has had was from the U.S., right? Partly or in big part because of the war, right? And one of the things that the U.S. brought here was the like tradition of baseball. Right?
Yeah.
That's true, yeah.
Because it wasn't really a Japanese thing, sport, but now it's actually the most watched and played sport in Japan.
Yeah.
Baseball, which is crazy, right?
Baseball, it's something they're very good at. I think they have
Yeah. Good
very,
athletes.
very successful athlete now, Otani, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the
In the
US.
US, yeah.
Oh,
And there's another guy, he's still young, like 19, I think.
Wow.
He's still in the Japanese teams, but everyone says he'll go to the US to join a team because he's really good.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Japanese sports are very much encouraged, and they pretty much
Yeah.
have any sport available. They don't have the baseball is the most kind of followed, but there's a wide variety of sports can be practiced, especially when you're young through the school clubs. Those are very useful
Yeah.
to kind of get you started into this kind of sports, and
Yeah.
then they move on. But then they have, of course, the traditional Japanese sports, which are mostly martial arts, and
Yeah.
those are original
Yeah.
Japanese.
Yeah.
And some of them have been unchanged for centuries. Like I'm thinking about the kendo, the one with the sword, the wooden,
Yeah.
sorry, the bamboo sort of sword.
How about sumo?
Yeah.
Sumo.
Oh, all the martial arts, and then there's archery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot. Yeah, no, and so, just about baseball, because I was reading this article the other day, and I thought it was really interesting. So
Yeah.
I'm just gonna read a passage from that article. So baseball, there was a rising need in the 19th century, late 19th century, for a strong national Japanese identity, right? So people were looking, and the population was looking for a kind of an activity that unified physical prowess, mental agility, and social unification in attempts to kind of locate the values of manliness, okay, and strength in Japan's pre-Meiji past.
Wow.
And, I was reading, these qualities were found in baseball, of which various aspects were compared to poetic codes of Bushido.
Okay.
And there you have baseball. So it's so popular.
I still think it's boring.
Well,
Yeah, right,
nowadays
like-
girls play baseball too, but I guess the ones like professional teams you see on TV
I think they
often
go
now.
on the softball. I've seen more.
Not baseball?
No, the girls is going
Softball?
more into softball, for what I've seen.
I see.
Yeah, but yeah, that's another example, and well, we could go on a tangent about how Japan adopted KFC kind of thing. You know what I mean? I think we talked about it before about how they, Christmas KFC, how they have family menus and
Yeah,
things
you
like
eat
that.
chicken. For
You have fried chicken for Christmas here, so families do that, and it's a thing, and it sells out every year. That's true.
Yeah, last year on Christmas Eve, I saw a huge queue
There you
at
go.
KFC near my house. I was like, it's not even Christmas Day yet.
Oh my god! But yeah, it's true. Like if you come here, yeah, like it's a thing, right? And
Yeah.
that's one of the things that the U.S. brought here.
That's true.
And yeah, and like right, then we have a lot of language-related, funny ones as well. Kind of, things that were adopted by Japan.
That's true. So we have three like writing styles. So one is kanji from China, and then we have katakana and hiragana.
Right.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
katakana is one is for foreign words
Right.
and also onomatopoeia. So like sounds. So like popping sound will be pachi pachi.
There's
There-
a lot of those
it's-
in mangas.
There are.
Yeah, in mangas.
I mean, I
there's
feel like there's a sound for literally anything,
that's true.
and it's like an endless list of words.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
But they're cool.
them.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Well, katakana was actually developed during the Heian period.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and so parts of the kanji were shortened, just like this.
Piece of art.
So this kanji you can read up, and this part in pink became the katakana, which is in the
Wow.
middle. And
Yeah.
then this one is I, and this pink part became katakana.
Yeah.
And same with U.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
It's interesting, right?
Yeah.
You can see, and
And-
it's the same. Like you read it the same, but it looks different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool, and like, right? I mean, this is a bit of a tangent, but like even kanjis, they actually represent things. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Like the kanji for tree is supposed to look like a tree somehow, and that's how it was born. things
Yeah.
like that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's really cool.
Yeah, so they took parts of the kanji to create also hiragana
Right.
and katakana.
Yeah.
And apparently, in the olden days, they thought katakana was more official, like official
Oh.
language, more
Oh,
than
wow.
hiragana. So they will combine kanji and katakana to write official documents.
Oh wow. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But it's funny because like now katakana, right, is supposed to represent the foreign words.
Foreign words, yes.
Yeah.
So
We have a
I
lot.
have examples. For
Yeah.
example, this table would be table.
Table, ne?
And
Well, speaking of KFC and fast food, we have McDonald's.
yeah, McDonald's. Does
Yes.
it sound like McDonald's? Kind
I
of.
think it does, but
Like a hotel would be hotel.
right.
And there are some words that they shorten as well. So
Yeah,
a
right.
smartphone
Oh yeah.
will be smaho.
And computer.
Smartphone. Computer, pasokon. Personal computer, pasokon.
Yeah, that's tough.
And
It's cool,
also
right?
Yeah, it is.
remote control is remocon.
Remocon.
Yeah, and then they have those words where like gap or gap, right? Generation gap.
Yeah.
For kind of
They
just to
like
kind of-
shortening words.
Yeah.
And some katakana even they are very different from like foreign words.
Yeah.
For example, like virus. So
Oh,
like
yeah.
Virus.
Yeah, I like that one.
Or like
We heard that a lot
radio.
recently.
Radio is radio. It kind of
Radio.
sounds the same, but it doesn't at the same time.
So, if you are an English native speaker, or if you're fluent in English, it will be pretty hurtful to you
that is
to
true,
read because basically, if you want to be fluent in Japanese, you need to break down your English.
That's true. Just
Because if you say, "I want a hamburger," they won't understand.
Yeah.
You need to say, "I want a hamburger."
Hamburger. And I still get it
true.
wrong, like hamburger, because there's hamburger and a hamburger, ne?
that's true.
And I'm like, which one is which? Because one is just the patty, right? The patty with like onions
That's
inside.
Right. That's
Hamburger,
from
ne?
Germany.
And the long one is actually a cheeseburger kind of thing, right? Like the actual sandwich.
Yeah, with the buns.
With the buns and
yeah.
you know, whatever else. Hamburger, ne? And then
So,
hamburger.
yeah, I think with the hamburger you mentioned, we can
Yeah.
move also into the food that came outside of Japan, but it became basically
Yeah.
Japanese. And this is the hamburg is basically
Oh,
this big piece of minced meat,
Yeah,
which
beef
came
patty.
from Germany.
Right.
And
Did it? Wow.
I think the name is after the city of Hamburg in the north of Germany. Yeah.
That makes sense now that you say
And
that.
that's why it sticks in Japan,
Yeah.
like with this name, and it's normally found in like German restaurants, and also they have specialty shop only selling these.
Yeah.
But alongside with these, we also have all the Italian food I was talking about. We have Italian/Japanese food chains where they sell like Japanese style Italian pizza, Japanese style Italian pasta, and so on.
That's true.
And also the curry that is from India originally,
they
but in
changed.
Japan it's basically one of the most popular dishes you can find in Japanese cuisine.
And they call it Japanese curry.
Yeah,
Right.
but originally came from India.
India.
Yeah. They have a lot of curry festivals actually. So in
Yeah.
neighborhoods that are really, really cool, by the way, definitely recommend you checking them out. But Shimokitazawa, for example,
Yeah, this
And
one already down is
Koenji.
very nice. One.
Yeah.
But also
Yeah, in
Koenji.
Tokyo.
both kind of old-fashioned, vintage kind of
Very.
neighborhoods. They have a lot of they have like annual curry festivals. So you can like do like curry shop hopping, you try all different kinds. So it's really fun. Yeah.
You were mentioning German before, but arubaito, which
Ah,
means
right.
part-time job, came
Yes.
from German word. I don't know how to pronounce it. Arbeit?
It's work.
Sorry for
Yeah,
the Germans
job
of you
or
out there.
something, right? Yes.
Yeah.
And also kindergarten.
Oh yeah. Well, that's
Yochen?
kindergarten.
Kindergarten, no? It's not
Is it in just English?
No.
Whoops! We got a fact
I
check.
got it is.
No, 幼稚園 or 保育園.
You know, this is my wife's fault. that basically she tried to feed me up all the katakana words for everything, and basically she almost made like she talked to me only in katakana almost.
Oh, what?
Like, this is the doa. No, I think
Doa.
I'm like, but I think there is a Japanese word for this. Please let me know, because I'm trying to learn. You know.
Well, door can be door, also
that-
tobira. Even
but-
table
Tobira,
is table,
That's
and
right.
it can be square.
But I want to know the Japanese one. you know?
Yeah. But some words like they don't have Japanese words.
Yes, I understand, but some they have, and yeah, it's kind of you need to choose which one depending on the contest, but yeah,
Yeah.
That's
I like to know the Japanese one.
Yeah. But I think no, like speaking of food, right? I think it's time we try the big surprise.
Oh, ooh.
So I think we're gonna just go grab it and be right back, and we'll
Yeah.
see you guys in a second.
See
See you soon.
All right, so we're back. We brought it, and here it is.
Looks so good.
So, well, this is a mango, okay? And it's a $20 mango. Now, let's open it first and see. We're gonna
Unboxing
try, yeah, the $20 mango
Remove
unboxing,
the 3 layers of plastic.
and we're gonna kind of, try it and test it and see if it's actually worth $20.
So
For one
have
mango.
a look as well at the
looks
design of the packaging. There is first layer of plastic, then there is another plastic box.
There's always a lot of
Then there
plastic.
is more plastic around it to kind of.
Oh my
make
god, it
sound
smells
reload.
crazy though. Wow, it smells insane good. Like insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I can smell
Okay,
it from
Jesus
here.
Christ.
Christ, yeah. Could be the scent of this room. Oh my god, yeah. So yeah, there it is. I'm not sure if you can see it. There it is. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna ask the crew if they can cut it up. So just a second, we'll be right back with this.
So it has a serial
The crew,
number.
onegaishimasu. Yeah, so I guess we can just cover one more point about the whole kind of adoption by Japan of Western culture.
Yeah.
And we were talking about, how the language, right?
Yep. So language. So there's Japanese and English, and together it's
Japanglish.
Implange.
What?
Implanese.
that could work too, but Japanglish.
Yeah, Japanglish. Japanglish.
Do you guys
Japanglish
know
is
what
real.
Japanglish is?
Broken English.
Broken Japanglish. They sell a lot of. Yeah, so I know you have a bunch of examples, but they also have. I guess you can kind of divide it into two categories, right? What you're gonna say and what some translations of English that they do here are kind of messed up, right? It's
Yeah,
a different
okay,
category, right? But
Some phrases
yeah,
used in Japanglish. For example, hello. You say konnichiwa
right,
in Japanese,
yeah.
and some countries you say like what's up.
Oh, that mango
So you
smell.
put them together and it becomes konnichiwa what's up.
Really?
Konnichiwa, what's up?
So if you hear that,
And actually, leave a comment like that down below. Konnichiwa, what's
have you
up?
ever said konnichiwa what's up? to
I've never
anyone?
even heard it before, but it sounds pretty cool.
Must be a thing.
Yeah, what else you got?
Well, so
Oh,
you're
man.
welcome. Like after thank you, you say you're welcome, right?
Right,
In Japanese, it's do itashimashite.
right.
And in English, you can say, oh, don't mention it. Right? What?
No, because yeah, I know what you're gonna say. Please go ahead.
You can say it.
Don't itashi mention it.
Yeah.
What?
Right? Don't mention it and do itashimashite. Combination of that.
Say it again.
Don't itashi mention it.
It's so complicated.
Yeah, I don't think people speak like that.
No, but we had somebody in the past.
We did?
Yeah, in the office. I'm not gonna say names, but we had a few people
Okay.
that abused this.
Abused.
Yeah, still today, there's some colleagues There's some call this. Mostly it's from Japanese, right? People
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
speaking in English.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some people at the office you speak to them in English and then they will speak English and then some Japanese word in between.
Yeah.
English.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do that like with my half friends.
Yeah.
Like just
For
a
example.
sentence with, for example, if I just use Japanese,
Yeah.
saying 私はお店に行く which means
Right.
I go to the shops, but I'll say maybe には as in me 私、
Right.
ショップに行く
Yeah. This is common. This is
Right.
common.
So me and shop is English, は and 行く is Japanese.
Yeah.
The mango's ready?
Mango's ready.
We just
The-
got them.
You're not even listening to
No,
me,
like
you're looking at mangoes.
no, because the crew was telling me something, but I wasn't understanding. But the crew made it and made a great job. This mango looks crazy, and let me see if oh yeah, there you go.
It's mango.
Yeah.
I'll
All over the
I'm
place.
not gonna drop it, but there you go.
Don't drop it.
Oh, there's a lot of juice. Wait, you need to
Yeah.
be careful. But yeah, this mango. I guess we can just go ahead and try it. But
itadakimasu.
yeah, and in the meantime, do you have any other cool words?
Actually,
Actually,
wait.
Do you have any?
I do.
meanwhile.
I said itadakimasu is like
Here's a
you-
cube, Luca.
you
Where you
eat it. You say thanks before you eat, right?
Let's
Itadakimasu.
make use of
Yeah.
the mango.
And
Holder.
the word eat in English.
Ah,
So
thank you.
together, eat itadakimasu.
Oh yeah, right.
Yeah.
Itadakimasu. And
Oh,
all
thank
right,
you.
Luca has the
Okay.
first bite. Please go ahead and tell us what you
Take
think of
this
this
and-
$20 mango.
Before I eat, I want to make
Thank
a
you.
calculation based on the price. So how much would this single
Oh, yeah.
piece cost?
Oh, that's a good.
There's like
Maybe I'm
maybe 40
eating like $1.
Yeah, $1 or half a dollar or something. Is it crazy good? Is it actually
So
First
good.
mango.
$20 good?
So sweet.
All right,
Nice.
itadakimasu or itadakimasu.
Itadakimasu.
Okay, it's pretty good.
Okay.
No. I mean, like, it's really good.
It's pretty
Is
sweet.
it worth $20?
Next question.
I just got back from Italy. I'm saying no.
I mean, I'm gonna try it again. No, it's really good. It's really good, and you should try it if you've never tried mangoes before, especially. Yeah. All right, one more bite. See if maybe this is kind of.
Better $20.
The other one was better, but this was good. No, it's a pretty good mango.
One
Just,
way
I don't know if I would
to
pay
also
$20,
enjoy it
honestly.
is to put it in the freezer and eat it like a sorbet.
Oh.
Ah, but I feel like it's a waste if you do that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's nice. When it's very hot, you just make it cold, and then.
That's
Yeah.
true.
But yeah, I think
That was a good way to end it.
that was a way to end it. Kind of
So today,
underwhelming way to end it, but
I have a haiku
please.
read by a foreigner.
Oh
Because
yeah.
of the topic,
Right.
a foreigner.
Okay. I
Yeah.
thought it was the name of the guy.
Speaking of
Ah,
West.
Fern.
So there are many haiku groups overseas as well, and
Right.
they do have
Have another bite in the meantime.
competitions.
Right.
But there is a kanji for haiku, but in like overseas they use katakana haiku,
Oh, okay.
like when they talk about haikus. And this particular competition had 2,800 haikus like in the competition, and this one lady called Winona Baker,
Okay.
she wrote one in English.
Yep.
And she won the Foreign Minister's Award, grand prize. So here it goes.
All right.
Here we go.
苔の垂れる木々、鹿が入ってくる、ハンターの成熟の中へ。What does it mean?
Moss-hung trees. A deer moves into the hunter's silence.
Yay!
Wow.
So it's cool to have like haikus from like made in English translated into Japanese. There were also like German haikus
Oh, wow.
translated into Japanese, French haikus, and Italian
Okay,
as well.
yeah, wow.
Maybe
Well,
you've heard of some of them.
Not really.
We'll,
but I will
we'll
look
find
into
some.
it.
Yeah, you should. You
Yeah,
should.
this was
But
really good.
It fits perfectly in today's theme,
Yeah.
which is foreign into Japan and how it adapted in Japan and everything.
Yeah, so
Well, that's it.
thanks
right?
for watching, guys.
Thank
Yeah,
you for
thanks as
watching. Don't
always.
forget to like and subscribe to stay tuned.
And share, you guys, and
And let me know
share.
as well
Everyone.
what you think about this fruit, what you think about everything that is Japanese but it didn't come from Japan.
Yeah,
And also let me know, some other things and comes up your mind.
yeah, and
Yeah.
tell other people in the comment section, konnichiwa, what's up?
And
Konnichiwa, what's
I want
up?
to
What's
see
up?
if you get it right. the
And
spelling.
We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah.
See you.
ありがとうございました。
Bye-bye.
We'll never ever end our adventures, our explorations. We all wanna share this nation full of pure tradition.